Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. I'm Charlotte, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're having a lovely day. I do lots of makeup content on this channel, so if you love hauls, reviews, swatches and unboxings, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and also turn on the notification bell so you are updated every time I upload. So today, as you can tell, I've got a lot of energy. I'm very happy because this arrived like 30 minutes ago and I'm so excited. So this is the new Bperfect times Stacey Marie Carnival 4th one, the Antidote palette. Well, I got the whole collection. Yeah, and I am buzzing. As soon as I saw like the swatches and everything on this palette, I was like, I knew I had to get it. This is like, I love colourful palettes, but this is a me palette and this makes me so excited for autumn. I'm over the moon. So yeah, mine, so I ordered the whole collection, came in a little box like this. It's just a little sleeve. This was £79 altogether, so it saved me like £20. And then, ta-da! This is like a proper box as well. This is proper sturdy cardboard. Be you, be perfect. I love that. So yes. Ooh. So in here we have the Carnival, the Antidote palette. So this is £39.95. So she also released 6 liquid eyeshadows. I have got all 6, but I've just put these up. And they are £9.95 each, but like I said, I got mine on a bundle, so I got mine for about £79. And it's usually about £100, like the bundle. So I love Stacey Marie. I did her makeup course at the start of the year when she did like lots of lives, and I loved it, and I felt like it really helped me with my makeup skills. And I love her style of makeup, like the blown out grungy smoky. I mean, she does all sorts, but that kind of like proper blended grungy smoky look I love, and she just got such an amazing personality. So I only actually got the Tahiti in XL Pro last year at Black Friday, before I hadn't even bought any of the stuff, but I am so glad I did, and I'm so glad I've got this, because like this is the same size as the XL Pro palette. However, in that one you have some highlighter shades, but instead of having those highlighter shades in this palette, you've actually got some more eyeshadows, which I won't say no to. And it's a absolutely stunning palette, so I think we should just open it up. Ta-da! How gorgeous is this? I love this. This is neutrals, but it's like Stacey neutrals, because then all her previous palettes, I'm sure everyone knows, have been very bright, very colourful, very rainbow, but this is more toned down, neutral, kind of grungy colours. Like you've still got like colours, you've still got bright colours, but it's more, it's just gorgeous, and it's so autumn appropriate. Like, I'm really cold right now. It's when we just got into September. I put a nice top on, and I'm sitting here in my jumper because it is so cold. But this is stunning. There's 40 shades in here. All these shimmers, they aren't duochromes, they're just normal shades. And as you can see, this palette's kind of split up into 3. So you've kind of got like your orangey warm tones, some more neutrals, like basic everyday colours, and then you get greens. And all of these colours are all colours that I love and that I want in a palette. So when I swatch these, I'm going to swatch them in like the little mini palettes in them. I've been so excited to get this. I've been buzzing. I've been waiting for the delivery man to come. And I'm like, there's so many looks. I was up last night thinking, oh my God, what looks can I do? So many looks. I want to do this. I want to do that. And it's like, ah. So also in this collection, she released these liquid eyeshadows. So I've never tried Bperfect's liquid eyeshadows before, but I'm very excited to give these a go. I've seen swatches, I've seen her use them. She did say, that's just a little doe foot there. She did say that she was going to, well, these were originally going to be liquid eyeliners, but she thought if she would release them with that doe foot and market them as liquid eyeshadows, people could get a 2-in-1 product, so it's like eyeshadow and eyeliner. And I love that. I really want to do at some point like an all matte eye and like use one of these really bright metallic liners, eyeshadows, and do like a line. I think that'd be absolutely stunning. So I think we should just get into swatches and then we can start playing with this absolutely beautiful palette. So here we have the first 3 columns of the palette swatched. So these are all like the yellowy orangey warm tones of some of the pinks in there. Oh, so gorgeous. Stacey herself said she didn't think the palette swatched very well, but I feel like these are pretty good swatches. There we go. Some of the shades, some of the mattes did feel a bit dry, and I had to build them up a bit, but the shimmers are so beautiful and so reflective. So yeah, this is like the first the colour stories in the palette. Okay, so this is the middle portion of the palette. The more everyday shades. The shimmers in this portion are stunning, like that one. So gorgeous. Like some of the paler shades didn't, swatch the best. But those shimmers are like the standout of this whole palette. I can't wait to use that one. Oh, I can't wait to use all of them. Especially that one as well. It's like a dingy kind of greeny gorgeousness. Right, so last up for the palette we have the greens, and doesn't these three columns make like the perfect green palette? So gorgeous. Again, their shimmers just like I said, stand out in this palette. The formula of them is like something else. This shade bronze, you got silvery there. Oh, and that one. They are absolutely stunning. Okay, so I've just swatched the liquid shadows with their corresponding shimmers from the palette. I've had to swap to this one because my other one was getting a bit swatched out. So the swatches aren't the best, but we have these sorts of shades are the liquid shadows. These are the eyeshadows. So we have Pin Up, Brass, Sugar Maple, Venom, Honey and Elixir. And I made sure to swatch Honey and Venom together so you can actually see they are quite different in tone and colour. That's definitely more greeny khaki and Honey's more of a gold, yellow gold. On the swatches on Bperfect, I thought they looked pretty similar, but they are definitely very different shades. So I've just started by prepping my eyes with the P. Louise base in the shade 0.5. And I think I've got to go grungy smoky, and I really want to use warm tones in this palette. I've done a lot of like blues and greens recently and more cooler tones, so I feel I just want some of those like warm, reddy and yellows. And it's a Stacey Marie palette, so it's got to do something a bit smoky, haven't we? So this is a PC11, and I've just picked up the shade October, and I'm going to pack that all around my crease of my eye. That shade has packed on absolutely beautifully. It's such a gorgeous reddy, like, it's a red tone. It's beautiful. The tones in this palette just look stunning. Yeah, I've packed it on in between each shade. As soon as I pack it on, and then I like buff off my brush on. I have my little makeup towel here. I buff off my brush, and then I go around the edges just so I've started blending that colour, and it makes it easier to blend with my next shade. I learnt that from Stacey Marie's course, and it's something I do all the time with my eyeshadow now. It's such a useful trick. So this is a PC10, and I'm going to go in the shade Fawn, and I'm going to start packing that around the edges of October and blending it out. So next I'm going to use this Morphe M441 and the shade Pretty Peachy, and again blend it out further. I am going to drag this out later on when I go back through my shades, so I'm going to start blending it out to my temples. So now I'm going to go back through my shades, build up the intensity, start dragging my eye out a bit more, and I'll be back to deepen up with some more of the darker, grungier shades. So I've just gone through my shades, built them up a bit more, started blending them, dragging them out more, and now I want to go in with a little bit of deeper shades around my outer and inner corner. I probably will end up dragging these shades out more in a bit, but I just want to like get that darkness in there so I can then build from there. This is a Morphe JH40 and I'm going to take this shade Aubergine and kind of use that to deepen out my inner and outer corner of my eye. So that is an absolutely beautiful shade. Still not as dark as I want, so I might go in with the tiniest bit of black in a minute, but I'm just going to build this up and blend it out for now. I just absolutely love how all these colours are working and blending together. It's so beautiful. So I'm going to use this PC47 and use a little bit of the shade Mystic, which is the black in this palette, and just deepen up just the smallest amount. I don't want to go too crazy, but I just want more. Can't get enough, just want more. So to further blend this out my outer corners and bring it to my temples, I'm going to do like another little Stacey Marie technique. She gets like a blusher bronzer brush, then she dips it into some of her eyeshadows and then she just drags it out like that. So I'm going to go into a little bit of October, and a little bit of Fawn to start off with, and like brush most of it off. Like, I don't care about getting it through my eyebrows, just want it nice and smoky. And I probably will blend this into my bronzer and put some more on later, just to... Then I'm just going to buff this off, use a bit of the shade Pretty Peach and do the same and just blend it. So I think that's going to be it for the matte shades for now. I might want to build them up a little bit more and blend them a little bit more as we go on, but I really want to use some of these shimmers. So obviously I want to use one of these. I'm thinking about doing like a spotlight down the middle using one of these shadows. But all of those liquid shadows have corresponding shades in the palette of just like shimmers. Oh, this shade Brass looks absolutely stunning. Like, I'm not going to do a cut crease. I want to keep everything smoky soft. But I'm thinking going in with the shade Brass, then I might use a bit of the shade Pin Up. And then maybe go in with a bit of shade Honey. This is just like a P. Louise cut crease brush. And I'm going to grab the shade Brass. So excited for these shimmers. And I'm just going to pop that all over the centre of my lid. That is so stunning. These are like just, like I said, they're no geochromes, just beautiful, shimmery, metallic. Oh, such a gorgeous shade. All these colours just making me think of autumn, and I love it. So that's not on a wet base, just with a flat packer brush. I did use a little bit of my finger. I didn't wet the shadow or anything. This Stacey just knows how to do colours, doesn't she? This is just a little Cash Beauty brush from the Colour Trip collection, and I'm going to use the shade Pin Up to then blend shade Brass into my inner and outer corners a little bit. Yes, I'm liking that. And now I want to go in with that liquid shadow. Yeah, I'm going to use the shade Honey. That's definitely the one I'm going to use. Back of my hand, and I'm going to get a brush and like tap it down the centre. And that's how it... So this is a Morphe M562. I love that. Absolutely love that. Can't wait to use one of these over my whole lid at some point. So now I'm going to do my lower lash line here. I'm going to mirror the same shades and same look I've got on the top, just to like tie it all together. So I'm going to grab this Morphe E36 in the shade October, and I'm just going to run that along the inner outer part of my lower lash line. Next, using a PC47 in the shade Fawn, I'm just going to blend out that shade. I'm continuing to join it up to my top shade as well to give that overall shape. And then with the Morphe M506 and the shade Pretty Peachy, I'm just going to blend all of that. I'm going to use this little eyeliner brush in the shade Aubergine and like closely put that towards my lash line, and then I'll go and blend it out, making sure to like join it to the shades on top. Right, nearly there. I'm going to use the same brush, grab the shade Mystique, and again I'm going to run that close to my lower lash line, and I might put some on my top lash line a little bit. Okay, so next I'm going to go in the shade Brass, and I'm going to put it on the same, and like that little gap there, and then I'm going to go in with the same liquid eyeshadow Honey that I used on the top of my eyes and put that right down the middle. Okay, so I think that is eye one done. I'm just debating whether I should clean it up and make it a bit sharp or just leave it all smoky. Well, I'm going to go off camera, try and recreate this on the other eye, pop some lashes on, and I'll be back to round up my final thoughts. Ooh. So I'm back and my makeup's all done, and I love it. I love it. I'm so happy. Oh, just to run through what else I've got on, I've put some of the Bperfect Stacey Marie lashes. These came out with the Tahiti collection last year, so just pop them on. Other Stacey Marie products I've got on. I've got this highlighter. This is the Get Wet highlighter, again from the Tahiti collection. If I can open it, this is the shade Soft Silk. So that's what I've got on my cheeks. If you don't like glittery highlights, so these aren't going to be for you. But it's just so stunning. I thought I'd go with the gold on my eyes. And then on my lips, use Doll Beauty Boy Bye lip liner, as always. Then I've got the Huda Beauty Cream Bullet lipstick in the shade Raja on. And then in the centre, I've got a little bit of the Bperfect Stacey Marie Starkers lip gloss on. So what do we think? What do you think of this look? I think I've accomplished my Let's Try Be smoky grungy Stacey Marie inspired look. And I love these colours. These colours just make me think of autumn. So I think you can already tell what my opinion on this palette will be. But we'll start with the liquid eyeshadows. These are stunning. As you can see, my hand's a bit of a mess. But look, there's liquid eyeshadow. It is stuck down completely. It's not budging. I think these would wear so lovely, like I said, all over the lid as a liner, even like a little pop on the inner corner. I think they're going to be gorgeous. Like, they applied over eyeshadow fine, they blended fine, and they haven't creased on me. Like, it took me a while to do this. They haven't creased on me at all. And the shades are so beautiful. They're shades that I think everyone can get use out of, or like even the more everyday, doesn't like colour, will get use out of these, or at least some of them. And I don't think they're that bad a price. Like I said, £9.95. You get a lot in here. They wear well. You don't need a lot either. And I'm excited to try more of these out in the future. I can't wait to do another look with this collection. And then we have this palette. As I've already mentioned, I adore this colour story. This colour story is like, this is me, this is beautiful, this is gorgeous, I love this. Everything, even if you're more of a makeup beginner, how it's laid out, is like you've got 3 little palettes to make up the one big palette, I think really helps someone who's not so creative with the makeup or so like know what colours to go with what. It's just, it's gorgeous, and I can't wait, because like for this look I've pretty much just used these shades with the black, so I might do another video with those ones and another video with the greens. Let me know if you're interested in that. I will definitely be creating looks with those anyway. I might even do one later on. As far as formula, the shimmers, me and Jade's another, she does YouTube as well, Instagram, I'll link it down below. We've been talking, we always talk about makeup, and we've been saying like, she swatched this palette and the shimmers, I can't describe, they kind of melt. They're not that putty formula, they're not crumbly, they haven't got chunks of glitter, they're just so gorgeous. They melt and like blend effortlessly, and you don't need to wet them or put them on a wet base or anything. They're just gorgeous. They are like, this palette, as far as formula, I think it's the best Bperfect palette I have tried. The mattes, again, even the black, because I even went as far as using the black, blended so easily, so effortlessly, and they just melted into each other. I'm just so blown away by this palette, and without a doubt this is my favourite Carnival palette. And even though I've only used this palette one time, dare I say, I think this is my favourite palette of all time. Like, I'm even hugging it, I love it that much. It's just Stacey, isn't it? Stacey knows how to do colour. She can put together an amazing palette. I think if you've got the Carnival palettes, you don't really need any others, do you? I mean, it won't stop me buying more, but these palettes are incredible. And this palette will go with all the other palettes. I know she likes to build on each time, especially with the Tahiti palette. Like these greens with the Tahiti palette, I think would be gorgeous. Oh, I forgot to mention, you've also got an absolute massive mirror in here. I didn't mention that before. I think everyone needs this. I think everyone needs this palette. Obviously, it might not be everyone's colour story taste. I know some people think Stacey Marie, think bright, but this is, you can make these shades more wearable, or you can make them more impactful and more, just create a more dramatic look. It's like very versatile, and there is so much you can do with it. Because again, talking to Jade, I was saying I was up all last night trying to think of what colours to actually use, because my mind is just like, I haven't had a palette inspire me this much in such a long time, and like to be this excited over one. So yeah, let me know, did you pick this up? Did you pick up any of the liquid eyeshadows? What do you think to this palette? Would you prefer if Stacey stuck with the bright and did more brights? Or are you really happy she's kind of made it more friendly to like the everyday makeup wearer? I'm in love. Which one is your favourite Carnival palette? Because obviously I've said this is my favourite one, but which one is your favourites? I know there'll be people who prefer the bright ones. I haven't got the original Carnival palette, but I've got the other two. So yeah, don't forget to check out my Instagram, which is Lottie_loves, 2 S's at the end. I'll be posting more looks with this palette. Definitely, without a doubt, more looks with this palette and other little bits on there. And don't forget to like, subscribe and switch on that notification bell so you're updated every time I load. I hope you all have a lovely day, and I will see you next time. Bye!